Alright, how's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. So what we're gonna have here today is my real quick fingerprint sensor comparison and real quick speed test comparing the optical fingerprint sensor on the Bold N1 versus the optical fingerprint sensor on the Samsung Galaxy A50 versus the always active capacitive fingerprint sensor on the Huawei Y9 Prime 2019. So hopefully after watching this video, you guys and gals can determine which technology is better, which technology is faster. You know, if you're trying to decide if you want a newer technology device or if you should just stick with the old school technology, hopefully this video would help you out. Now, this is not going to be scientific or technical in any shape, form, or fashion, and I will recommend that you go ahead and slow the video down when we start testing the fingerprint sensor speeds, just so you can get a more general idea of the actual accuracy and the speed itself. And just for reference, this whole video is being recorded in 720p at 30 FPS. So you're definitely going to need to slow it down at least 0.5 times so you can see the differences, because watching it just at regular speed, you're going to notice the difference, but it's going to be more noticeable if you slow the video down. Okay? That being said, I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of extra cuts with slowed down video. I would just recommend you slow the video down yourself. Other than that, I'm going to just talk about my experiences with all three of these devices in terms of their fingerprint sensors and the speeds, and then give y'all my overall preference at the end of the video. Alright, so let's get started. Now, starting off, the first thing I'm going to test is the speed of the optical fingerprint sensors. Now, one difference between the Bold N1 and the Samsung Galaxy A50 is that with the Bold N1, all you have to do is raise the device. It comes on, you put your finger down, it's real fast. So whether I want to push the power button, scan my finger, and it puts me in, or I just want to put the device down, raise the device up, it comes on, it scans my finger, it's real fast. Now, I did have to scan my finger 2 times with the Bold N1 to get it this fast, and first off, with my original device, it was kind of slow and it kind of missed often, but Bold released a very quick update that made the speed so much better, and after scanning my finger twice, it's been almost every time. Almost every time. All I gotta do is raise up, pop, and we in. And you can see just how fast that is. Okay? Whether I do it like this, boom, or whether I do it like this, raise it, boom, we in there. Super fast. I like this. Now, the main difference between these two is that I feel the speed on the A50 is just a little bit slower, and you always kind of have to hit the power button before you can get into your device with the A50's fingerprint sensor. So I'm always going to have to either double tap, wake it up, tap, and it just takes a little bit longer, as you can see there. So once again, I'm going to either have to double tap like this, it wakes up, and you can see just a little bit longer, or I could just hit the power button, it wakes up, and you can, bam, okay? But you can see there's 2 things I feel that are slowing the A50 fingerprint sensor down. One is it looks like you have to apply a little bit more pressure, and then 2, the animation on it is just a little bit slower, and it's noticeable, okay? And for the A50 fingerprint sensor, I did have to scan my finger 3 times. Now, I had to do it in a few different orientations aside from what they tell you to do when you're setting it up, okay? So I had to do 2 like this, and then 1 like that, okay? And then after that, it seems to be on point. Now, it's still a little slow, but it's usable. It's up to that accuracy level that I'm okay with using on a regular basis. Now, before I did this, it was actually really bad, and I don't know if I told y'all, but when I use these fingerprint sensors, it's not just for added security, but it's also a convenience feature, and I use them for everything. So logging into certain accounts, certain apps, I use my fingerprint sensors for that. So having a really crappy fingerprint sensor is a no-go for me. So I did make it up to par, but in my opinion, if I'm choosing between the Bold N1 and its fingerprint sensor speed and accuracy versus the Samsung Galaxy A50 and its fingerprint sensor speed and accuracy, I'm gonna have to go with the Bold N1. Okay, now that being said, both of these devices, whether it be the Bold or the A50, pale in comparison to the speed and accuracy of the fingerprint sensor on the Huawei Y9 Prime, which is rocking the older, always active capacitive fingerprint sensor. Okay, now this is almost instant, whereas the optical fingerprint sensors take like a second or two. This is basically a fraction of a second, and all I have to do is just drop it on there. Let me show y'all. Boom, just like that. Okay, there's like literally no thinking to it. You get that haptic feedback, bam, just like that. Super quick, super convenient, and still maintaining the same level of security. Alright, so if I was given the choice between these optical fingerprint sensors or the always active capacitive ones, y'all already know we going with the always active capacitive ones for the win. Once again, bam, look at that. Once again, look at that. Every time, without fail, every time. Good stuff. So, for me, I would have to say, if you want to go with the newer technologies and you're within a certain price point, because all three of these devices are available for within the same price point pretty much. This one is $180 to $200, okay? This one right here is like $250 to $280, and then this one right here is $235 to $250, somewhere around there. Now if you get these used, those prices do drop a little bit more. This one drops to about $180, this one drops to about $200, and this one drops to about $210, $215. So all three of these devices are around the same price. So if you want a big display device and you want to decide, you're deciding between the newer optical sensors or the always active capacitive sensors, I would say go with the always active capacitive sensors. And if you want to bump up to the newer technology and you're trying to decide between these two, well, if you're trying to choose between the Bold N1 and the Samsung Galaxy A50 in terms of the fingerprint sensor, I'm gonna have to say you're gonna go with the Bold N1. That's just my recommendation. That's just my 2 cents. That pretty much does it for this video, guys and gals. Now, I do want to pose this question. If you own any or all of these devices, let me know your opinions on the fingerprint sensor accuracy and speed down below in the comments. How are you liking it? What are some things you dislike about it? What are some things you think the companies can do to improve it and make it better? And would you recommend the optical fingerprint sensors over the always active capacitive ones? Let me know your answers and your opinions to these questions down below in the comments. Let's get into a nice, respectful conversation down there. Y'all know, keep it respectful, y'all, please. That being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this real quick video, or as quick as I can make it. And I just want to let y'all know this whole video here today was recorded using the rear-facing 12 megapixel camera on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active in 30 at 720p at 30 FPS with no external microphone hooked up. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. Your feedback, as always, is greatly appreciated. Okay? Alright, I hope everyone has a good one, and I will catch you guys and gals in the next one. Peace. We out of here.